Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the Certified Horse Show. I'm back at this job at my buddy's on top of a mountain. Beautiful view off in here. I'm thinning it out. We're seeing a whole lot more skyline than we ever used to. There's still a little bit more work to do up on the top, but the rest of those trees are 100 footers and 100 plus footers that are on the other side of a cliff. And I mean 100-foot cliff. So those are not his trees. This was a tree that needed to go, this dead pine, and it's a really weird one. And there's some issues here because this chestnut oak is going to stay. It's a nice tree and we want it to stay. This tree is locked up in that one, not severely at all, but there's nowhere really good for it to go. You got the pergola over there. You got a pile of sand that, well, I'm not going to get into that, but there's a reason why it can't go that way. There's a fiber optic cable and a driveway right here. There's a driveway right here. Like, the fiber optic runs all through here and the water lines. And furthermore, this is a really, really interesting tree. You can see at the base, there's two distinctly separate trees. There's like a stump sprout almost, like a left and a right. Now on this side, it's one. You can see like a scar almost, like where it's scabbed over right here in a weird way. I know the sun is messing with the footage, but this is two different trees right here, in my opinion. And then it has like a healing, like a melding, and then it splits into two again. It's almost like two trees wrapped around each other and corkscrewed. So I'm going to climb it and just lob off the branches and chunk it down, because I don't know how directional felling will go with that big seam. It's a weird thing to do. So stay tuned. That stick right there doesn't look quite the same anymore, so I've stripped it. I got a rope set up there. I'm gonna go back up halfway, notch it to fell straight towards me, and I'm gonna pull with the skid steer with a bull rope so I can drop the top into that. There's a perfect spot for it to land, but I know it's gonna try to snag in that tree right there. With the machine, I'll rip it right through, but if it was falling natural, I think it would fall off, and there's a potential for puncturing that fiber optic, which we don't want. So we go get the skid steer. view here just keeps getting better. All in all, it was good. That dead, ratty, old, nasty tree was making an ugly look right there, and now we got these pretty old chestnuts. Chestnut oaks, not American chestnut. What a gorgeous sunset. Sun's going down over yonder. Just lights this whole place up. I love it. There'll be a fruit orchard in here in time. The only downside is I hit a fiber optic cable. Stupid me. I mean, I didn't know it was in that exact spot. We had an idea. I expected it to be along the driveway. I thought I was about 10 feet away, and I was aware of it. I was being cautious, but I was trying to grapple. I had a pile of brush, and I had a big log that I was trying to get. And the way the grapple, you can't see the far side. On the other side of the log, you can't see how open or closed the grapple teeth are, because there's two different sides. They are hydraulically coupled, but they open independent of each other. And that tine that was grabbing that log was not open enough, and I'm pushing down to pick it up, and it slipped and it went down. And then when I closed, I plucked that one tine. I plucked the stupid wire and I ripped it. So I just said to him, hey, I'm real sorry. Today's free, so no pay on this job. I don't want him to have hard feelings about it. I mean, it's not going to cost me anything to have it replaced. A friend of mine just had it done. He hit it with a backhoe. They came out and fixed it. I was actually there when it got fixed. Didn't cost him anything. It was no big deal, but I feel bad, and I don't want there to be any kind of bad blood. So it's a great friend of mine, and I want to maintain that. All in all, good day. I'm a little late to go run off and see my kids, but my oh my, what a freaking sunset. Good Lord. Praise you, Jesus. Amen.